So we are recording now, and I'm going to come back to the mat, put the chair aside. So welcome. Gosh, 2021. It's got to be better than 2020. Take a deep breath in and let it go. And a second deep breath. Inside out. So focusing this morning on grounding, on focusing, and on breathing. Just soften, coming into the space, coming into your sensations. Yeah, that moment of quiet, just internal focus. Good. So opening the eyes, come up tall in the saddle here. And bring the arms wide with the palms down. Reach out as you draw in. And then bring the right arm across and the left hand under to the shoulder, to the right shoulder. Gently draw that right arm in. And then come wide with the arms. And the left arm across, the right hand under to the left shoulder. Keeping the neck relaxed. And then open the arms wide. Turn the palms up to the ceiling and press the pinky fingers up. Big, long, deep breaths here. And then let the hands come down toward the floor as you turn the palms toward the floor and then back toward the back of the mat, pressing the thumbs. Turn those palms up to the ceiling. Good. Then turn the palms back down to the floor, up toward the ceiling, and your next inhale, let the hands rise. Lifting the gaze. Exhale, the hands wide and down. Good. Inhale and bring the shoulders up toward the ears, and then take the shoulders back. Bring the shoulder blades together and down onto the back. Gently move the head. And then release. And on your next inhale, the shoulders lift. Drawing the shoulders back and the shoulder blades down. And release. And one more time, inhaling, take the shoulders up. And then draw the shoulders back and down. Breathe. Keeping those muscles in the upper back toned. And release. Good. Inhale here And on your exhale, take the gaze to the right. Let the chin drop. And then breathe into the back of the neck, the left side. And then bring the head up into center and take the gaze left. Let the chin drop. And bring the head up into center and let the chin drop down toward the chest. And draw the chin over toward the right shoulder. And then to center and toward the left. And center and right. And center and left. And bring the chin to center and the head comes back up. Good. Take a big, deep breath in here. And exhale. And bring the hands out to the side, fingertips on the floor. And as you inhale, turn the palms up and lift the hands to the ceiling. Exhaling, bring the hands down. And one more time, lifting. And exhale, bring the right hand down to the floor and then slide it out, arcing to your right. Inhaling, the right hand up. And exhaling, that twist or that bend over to the left. Inhaling, bring the left hand up. And now as you exhale, bring the left hand down to the right thigh, the right hand behind, spiraling to your right. And inhaling, bring the hands up. And exhale, that twist to the left. And inhaling, bringing the hands back up. Bring the palms together. Turn the gaze straight ahead. And then draw the arms back. And palms out. Exhale, the hands down. Good, all right. Do some gentle circles here. Take the heart toward the top of the mat. Bring the body out to the right. And then let the chin come down toward the chest. And then to the left, coming up. Shoulders back. And as you exhale, rounding back. Forward, open. As you come back, you round. And go the other way, to the right, lifting as you open. Rounding, chin toward the chest. One more big circle. And when you're back there with the chin down toward the chest, just release back. Inhaling, keep the arms kind of straight as you lift, pressing the chest forward, taking the gaze to the ceiling. And as you exhale, gently round back, chin toward the chest. Inhaling, coming up. Draw those shoulders back. And as you exhale, round. And one more time, lifting the gaze to the ceiling. And exhale and round. And coming back to that upright seat. All right. Bring the hands behind, interlock the fingers, press the palms and the heels of the hands together. with the thumbs resting against the sacrum, and then lift up tall, drawing the shoulders back, the elbows toward the center. Move the head gently. Ah, yeah, feel that opening. There's lots of things happening when I do this in my chest, my sternum. Pops and grinds. Good, all right. And then take the hands over to the right. Point that right elbow toward the back of the mat. And then bring the hands to center, and now take them over to the left. Left elbow draws toward the center of the mat. And bring the hands to center, and then straighten the arms, lifting the hands away from the body. And if you choose, you can come forward here, keeping the arms straight, hands lift up toward the ceiling. Getting long through the spine as you inhale, lift back up, still pressing the hands back toward the back of the mat. Take the gaze up to the ceiling. And then release. Good, all right. Some just gentle movement with the shoulders, with the head, bicycling the shoulders a little bit. Good, all right. Come over onto all fours. Spend just a little bit of time on our knees here. And just regular cat-cow. So as we inhale, just take the gaze out ahead, draw the elbows in, and as you exhale, let the head move down or the top of the head toward the mat, rounding up. Inhaling, press the belly down, gaze lifts. Exhaling, gentle rounding up. 2 more, inhale and exhale. And 1 more, inhaling and exhaling. And coming back to table, keep the gaze straight down at the center of the mat. Now bring the weight over onto the right knee and press the hips and ribs out to the right. And now come to center, take the hips and ribs left. Feel that opening on the left side. Inhaling, come to center 1 more time. Take hips right. And center and left. And inhaling back to center. Ah, yes. Extend the right arm straight out to the side. And as you inhale, let the shoulder lift, opening the heart to the right. Relax the neck, and the face is soft. Reaching. And as you exhale, bring that arm down, thread it under, thread the needle, bring the right side of the face down to the mat, the right shoulder, reaching through. And then figure out what you want to do with the left hand. Out toward the top of the mat, or palm down on the sacrum, or lifted to the ceiling. Gently rotating the gaze up towards the ceiling. One more breath. And bring the left hand back under the left shoulder, lift back up, extending the right arm and open to the right. Exhaling that hand back down to the mat and table. And then let the hips just move back toward the heels. Cross the arms or bring the hands down by the feet, palms up in your resting pose, and just breathe. Come back up into table. Spread the fingers wide. Feel the palms of the hands on the mat. Grip the mat with the fingertips. Let the heart soften between the arms. Ah, yes. And then extend the left arm to the left and open to the left. And as you exhale, thread that left arm under, bringing the right elbow down, reaching through. Turning the gaze gently to the ceiling. You can see if there are any cobwebs in the corners. We don't have any. One more breath. Good, all right. Bring the right hand under the shoulder, coming back up into table. Take that breath. Now we'll do some barrel rolls here. So bring the body out to the right, bend the elbows, settle the hips back toward the heels, bring the elbows down to the mat, then take the body to the left, lifting back up, moving to the right and down, exhaling, to the left and up, inhaling. One more to this direction. And then take those rotations the other way, left and down, right and up. Yeah, good. And now let the hips reps back toward the heels. Open the knees a little wide, and then bring the hands up toward the top of the mat. Just walk the fingers of the hands up there and let the head release between the arms. This is an exercise in seeing how low you can go. With each exhale, let the hips settle a little bit down closer to the heels, the head a little bit closer to the mat. And the elbows can be on the mat here. Good. Lifting the head, walk the hands off the mat to the right side. Bring the left hand onto the right. Draw the left hip back and take the head toward the right knee. And bring the hands to center and to the left. Right hand on left. And bring the hands back to center. Shoulder width, spread the fingers wide. And this time, keep the elbows lifted as you settle toward the mat. And lifting the head now, bring the body up and forward, come into knee plank. Shoulder blades come onto the back. Long spine, long neck. Exhaling, take the hips back toward the heels. Inhaling, coming up into knee plank. Elbows draw in. Exhale back. Inhaling up and forward one last time. Yeah, fingers spread wide, pressing those hands down into the mat. And now gently let the hips move down toward the mat as you take the gaze straight ahead. Upward dog. And exhaling, take the hips back toward the heels. Bring the arms in. Again, find your resting pose. Release the low back. So now the hands come under the shoulders, gently lift up into hero, and you can rest the hips on a block between the ankles if you choose. Trying to keep these quads a little bit stretched out. Lift up tall with the hips on a block or back on the heels. And bring the arms wide and cross the arms. Take the right arm under the left. Bring the hands to the shoulders. Give yourself a big hug. And you can move the elbows, draw circles. And then open the arms wide, and now bring the left arm under the right, Hands come to the shoulders. Walking the fingers back along the back of the shoulders. Draw circles. And inhale the arms wide. And exhale the hands down. Bring the hands behind the feet. And kind of lay back a little bit and just lift the knees off the mat. And when you're back here with the elbows bent just a little bit and you're gazing toward the front of the mat, the top of the mat, just let the knees move down gently toward the mat. And you go, oh yeah, okay. I get it. And coming up, let the knees come down to the mat, still resting back on those hands with the fingers pointed toward the top of the mat. Now lift the hips up toward the ceiling as you inhale. Let the head fall back, gazing up. Good. Exhale, bring the hips back down. On your next inhale, lift the hips up to the ceiling. Head drops back. Exhale, bring the hips down. And as you inhale, press into the mat with the hands, lift the hips, and we'll stay here for 2 or 3 breaths. And gently bring the hips back down. Come back over into table. And the knees come back out under the hip width. Ah, yes. Just breathe here. Moving gently. Drop the knees back toward the back of the mat a little bit, and then gently come down onto your belly. Bring the toes to touching, the big toes touching, pressing the toenails into the mat. Feel the kneecaps lift up off the mat. And the chin is on the mat or the forehead's on the mat, whichever is more comfortable for you. Just pressing those toenails down, feeling the tightness in the muscles in the quads. Now keep that, and now lift the head and the upper chest with light pressure in the hands. And we're in Cobra. One more deep breath. And then exhale and bring the chin down to the forehead down. And you can come out into cactus arms here. Now just lift the right leg, flex the toes, but point the foot, pressing back through the ball of the foot. You're pressing down into the mat with the top of that left foot. And then bring the right leg down, take a breath. Release the butt. Wag your tail. And now lift the left foot, flex the toes, press back through the ball of the left foot. One more breath. And then bring the left leg down, toes out, heels out, bring the right side of the face to the mat and breathe. And turn the left cheek to the mat. All right, bring the elbows up under the shoulders. Forearms are parallel. And just move into a gentle Sphinx. Just letting the belly settle gently down toward the mat as the gaze is straight ahead. Bring the left arm across under the face and come onto the left hip. Bend the right knee, the top knee, reach back to the right foot with the right arm, right hand. And now just get a gentle quad stretch here. Stay strong through the left shoulder. And then release the foot, bring the hand to the inside, and we'll come into Vishnu's couch, finding the big toe with the fingers, lifting the right leg to the ceiling. And then release the toe, bring the right hand down to the mat. Stay strong through the lifted leg, pressing up through the heel. And then gently lower the right leg down on top of the left. And point the toes and lift it back up. Flex and lower. And point and lift. Inhaling and exhaling. And one more time, foot lifts, flexing and lower. 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Ah, yes. And come back over to Sphinx. Take that breath. Just release. And bring the right arm across under the face. Come on to the right hip. Bending the left knee, reach back for that quad stretch. And then releasing, finding the big toe with the left fingers, extending that left leg to the ceiling. And bring the left hand down, keeping the left leg lifted, strong, pressing up. And as you exhale, slowly lower the leg down. Inhaling, point and lift. Exhale, flex the foot and lower. And point and lift. Exhale and lower. And one more time. Point and lift. And flex that foot and lower. 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. All right, coming back over in the Sphinx. Big, long, deep breath in. And exhale and let it go. Open the elbows wide, bringing the right side of the face to the mat. And the left side of the face. Bring the hands under the shoulders and just gently press up into table. And extend the right leg with the toes on the mat. Let the right hip dip down, pressing back. Looking under the right shoulder. Straight line from shoulder to heel. And now lift the right foot up, hip height, and take it out to the right. Slide it toward the top of the mat. The toes point in, and the foot is flat. And just gently move the hips back. Find that sensation, that nice stretch. Be gentle. Good, all right. Coming forward, lift that right leg back, hip height. And bring the right knee down. Move, release. And then extend the left leg with the toes on the mat. Again, finding that straight line, shoulder to heel. And bring that foot hip height and slide it out or take it out to the left. Slide it forward, flatten the foot. And gently move the hips back. And gently moving forward, bring that foot back. Keep it lifted, strong through the heel. And then bring the left knee down. Ah, yes. Moving here in table. And good. Bring the feet around to the front. And if you have a strap handy, you can grab your strap or a tie or a belt or whatever. And with the hands behind the knees, gently come down onto your back. So in these leg stretches we're going to do with the strap, you really need to draw the leg into the hip. So you don't let the weight of the leg just hang out there. You're actually active on this leg that you're working with. So bring the right knee in toward the chest and put the strap on the right foot. On the heel of the front of the foot, does not matter, and then lift the right foot straight up to the ceiling. Good. Flex the foot, strong through the leg, and then gently draw that leg back toward the back of the mat with a little bend in the right knee. And now ease the strap, bring the strap into the right hand, and this is where you stay strong through that leg. So let the foot drop out to the right and keep the hip bones both on the mat. But stay strong through that leg, as you don't want to lever the hip joints here. Just breathe. Gently draw that leg toward the right shoulder, up toward the top of the mat, at the back of the mat, I mean. And bring the foot back up to the ceiling. Change hands with the strap. Let the foot fall over to the left. Come on to the left hip. And you can take the gaze out to the right. Now again, with a little bend in the knee, ease that leg toward the back of the mat. And bringing that left or the right foot back up to the ceiling. The strap in both hands, gently draw that leg toward the back of the mat. Ease the strap, bend that right knee, and with the strap or reaching up there with the right hand, we're coming into half happy baby. And you can release the strap from the foot. And then lift that foot straight up to the ceiling, straighten the leg, strong through the leg. Relax the neck, relax the shoulders, just strong through the legs. And slowly lower the right leg down. And point the toes and lift it back up. Flex the foot and lower. And point and lift. And flex and lower. 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Yeah, good. So turn the toes out, palms up. Notice what you feel. Ah, yes. Bring the left knee into the chest. Put the strap on the left foot. Take that left foot straight up. And then gently draw that left leg toward the back of the mat. Ease the strap. Bring the strap into the left hand and let that left leg fall out to the left. Stay active through that left thigh. The left hamstrings are tight and the left quads are tight. Drawing that leg in as you move it gently toward the back of the mat. And bring the foot back up to the ceiling. Switch hands. Gently come onto the right hip. Inner rotate that left thigh. Stay strong as you gently draw that leg toward the back of the mat. And bring that left leg back up. Draw it gently toward the back of the mat. One last time. And ease, bend the knee, come into half happy baby. Keeping those shoulder blades on the mat. Top of the bottom of the foot straight up. And remove the strap. Extend that left foot straight up, strong through the leg, pressing up through the heel. Slowly lower the left leg down. Exhaling, inhaling, lift the foot back up. Flex that foot and lower, strong through the heel. Point the toes and lift. Flex and lower. 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Ah, good. Toes out, palms up. Breathe. Good. All right. Bring both feet in toward the hips. Move into figure 4. So bring the left ankle onto the right knee. And with your left hand, flex that left foot and then gently ease that left knee toward the front of the mat with your left hand. And now reach through the triangle with your left hand and come into figure 4. And bring the right foot down. Good. Release the ankle. Take a breath. And bring the right ankle onto the left knee. Gently moving the bent knee, the right knee toward the top of the mat. And come into figure 4. And bring the left foot down. Go ahead and release the ankle. Good. Bring the soles of the feet together. Let the knees go wide, palms up. Bring the knees up to the ceiling. Knees come into the chest. Both feet straight up to the ceiling. Let the legs open wide. Point the toes outward. And then bring the hands to the inside of the knees. And gently open those legs just a little wider. Lift the head and the shoulders. Bring the hands together, reaching between the wide legs. Two more deep breaths. And let the head and the shoulders come down to the mat. Bring the legs together, bend the knees into the chest, and gently rock. Draw circles. Good. Bring the feet down to the mat, in close to the hips, hands down by your side. And we're going to do 3 moving bridges. So press into the mat with the feet, letting the hips lift, bringing the hands up and over, inhaling, and exhaling the hips down, hands come back over. Inhaling, lift the hips. Exhaling, lower. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Ah, yes. Take the arms wide, palms down, if that works for you. And take the feet mat width. And if this isn't comfortable, then you can leave them hip width. And then let the knees fall over to the right. Turn your gaze to the left. The knees come back to the ceiling. Let the knees drop over to the left. Turn the gaze to the right. Just release. Bring the knees back up. Extend the legs long. And then bring the arms behind. Stretch the right side as you inhale. Inhaling, press through the right heel, reach through the right fingers. And exhale, release on the right. Inhale, and now stretch the left side. And release. And now both arms and both legs, reach and stretch. And exhale, release to Savasana. Just melt into the mat. Find any tension, breathe. Good. Wiggle the toes, flex the fingers, roll the wrists. Yes. And when you're ready, you can come over to one side, come up to seated, or wherever you're comfortable. So happy 2021 and namaste. The light in me honors the light in you. And thank you for practicing today.